What's up, everybody? This is Ben for Abusive Sound Technologies. I recently got a hold of a lot of free time. So, got a couple of car shows that are coming up. One in particular is going to be Spring Fling, which is going to be this April, I'm pretty sure. So, I have a lot of work ahead of me. So I figured now is as good a time as any for an update. I've been kind of MIA for a while. My apologies for that, fellas. It's been a lot going on. But, I won't waste any time doing a bunch of rambling. I'll just get right down to business and give you guys an update on exactly what's going on in here. Alright, got my work light out, porch lights on, camcorder light, and got a flashlight to shed some light in the situation. What you're looking at here is my dash to the Prelude. I pulled the dash off. Right now it's sitting in here kind of loosely, because right now I'm building the pods for my Memphis. They're the MCC8s, the M-Class. So I got a pair of 8-inch mid-bass drivers, which are going to go over here in the center. I have approximately about a little bit over a cube total space to play with right there. So those pair of 8s are going to go over here. The MCC6 is the M-Class 6-inch component set. They're going to go over here. These are the pods that I built previously. I don't know if I'd ever really show these to you guys before or not, but that's them. It's MDF ring. There's lots of chop mat, woven roving, fiberglass, kitty hair, elastomeric material that placed around the ring to prevent vibration from transferring through the basket and everything. So these pods are ugly, but they sound phenomenal, fellas. Pretty heavy little joker. So the pods are going to go up here about like this. So I'm going to be cutting all this out right here. And the pods are going to be recessed in like this. They're going to sit down in the dash. The two 8s will go over here, and then I'm going to have another pod over there on the driver's side. So, as you can see, a lot of work going on. I'm pulling out all my factory wiring. This is the factory wiring harness here that goes up into the dash, to the doors, etc. So I'm pulling all this bullshit out, and I'm going to be rewiring everything. A lot of these wires and connections are unnecessary. So my vehicle's PCM is down here. It's your powertrain control module is down here under the passenger floorboard. I'm going to be doing a lot of wiring down there, rewiring all my lights. The works. So installing my alarm, which is a lot of wiring in itself. So yeah, definitely a lot of work ahead. Right here is a look at the factory crash bar. I think Honda did a real good job on these. It's real thick. It's a real solid bar right here. I have a lot. It's good to work with. So as far as the dash here, I'm going to be reinforcing it. I'm going to be running rods through here. A lot of chemical welding is going to be going on. I'll be using a lot of kitty hair, chop mat, woven roving, fiberglass resin. I like to use the Evercoat fiberglass resin. There's going to be polyurethane construction adhesive. There's going to be Fibertech, also by Evercoat. You know the works, fellas, man. The same old thing. Lots of different epoxies, various epoxies, etc. So I'm going to be using some birch in here. It's the Russian Baltic birch. You have the 13 ply, you have the 5mm, 3mm, so it's going to be a mixture of different things. I'm going to be bracing it up in here under the dash. I'm going to be bracing it up down in here. I'm going to build a complete enclosure right here. So this will be hard and virtually bulletproof, just like the doors, just like the roof. You know, it's 4 inches thick, so this dash will definitely be able to withstand, 160 dB plus easily. It is not going to flex. So let me get this little light out of the way. I see it's a mess. The dash is going to be coming back out. Steering wheel, it's been snatched off. The airbags have been pulled out. I'll be removing this here shortly. I'm going to start off by doing a bunch of sanding because the crash bar here, the steel right there, you can see it oxidized slightly. So I'm going to sand that down, and then I'm going to seal it to where it doesn't see any more rust. It doesn't rust anymore. So I pulled out some of my supplies. You got a couple different birches over here. See this here? A couple different birches. You got sorry about the low lighting situation, but got a couple different epoxies over here. Got my woven roving. Got my kitty hair over here. Got my Everglass polyurethane construction adhesive. I swear by this stuff right here. Excellent stuff, which you guys have seen in my previous videos. So got my tools out. Got my door over here. So it's going to be a lot of routering, a lot of cutting. I'm going to be making the rings for all the speakers. Got the door snatched off of the vehicle, as you can see. So so it gives me a lot of room to get work done. This is something I actually wanted to do a long time ago, as far as snatching the door off, because it would have made the work a lot easier. But this is in fact my daily driver, so I can't just snatch the door off, whenever I please. Now I do have another means of transportation for now, as far as daily driver is concerned, so I can snatch the door off and get away with it, no problem. So you see down here, it's gonna be a lot of wiring, a lot of soldering. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of work, fellas, but I'm looking forward to this, man. It's time. It's time for this shit, I'm sick of putting it off. I've had quite a few things go on to where I've had to stop everything that I've been doing to help everyone else. I'm not talking about stereo related, I'm talking about life related, in general. So now it's my time, it's time this shit got done, fellas, man, because it's been too fucking long. So yeah, I'm finishing up the roof, working on the enclosure, dash, doors, the works. I'm gonna take you guys inside, man, and show you some of the equipment that I've been sitting on for quite a while, let you guys get a good look at that. So alright, fellas, moving to the house for the next part of the video. Trying to shed as much light on the situation as I can. Work light is on, house light's on, got my trusty little flashlight here. So let me show you what we're working with here. I may have shown you these mid-bass drivers before, I'm pretty sure I have. These are the Maspradio 651s. I have a set here, the tweeters right there. Those are going to be going in the driver's door. Here's the other set over here. It's going to be going in the passenger door. Got a little speaker tweaker over there. These are the Memphis 8-inch mid-bass drivers, which I've shown you guys in a previous video. These are beautiful drivers right here. Absolutely beautiful build quality. They sound absolutely phenomenal, by the way, in case I haven't mentioned that previously. The MCC6s, which I'm not sure if I've shown you guys out of the box, but there they go. It's another very well-built, well-put-together driver. As far as that, on the back of the driver, that sticky stuff you're seeing, that's an elastomeric material I stick on the back of the actual frame, so vibration isn't introduced into the cone, creating distortion. I like to keep distortion free. Anyway, so moving along right here, here goes something I haven't shown anyone yet that I'm aware of. I don't think I've shown you one. Been sitting on them for a while. I figure it's time to just go ahead and make a little video unboxing this stuff. So let's see, let me make some space real quick. Set this camcorder down while I do this. I'm pretty sure it's still recording. Yeah. Let me zoom in a little bit. Give me 1 second. Alright. Okay. Get this fleece out of the way. Now, the plan was to do 4 of these. I ended up with 8 in total. There's 4 of them with this impedance. These are the quad 1.0 Memphis Mojos. Right here. So, I had put these together the other day. Okay. Got one over here. I'm just gonna flip this one upside down. Where am I gonna put you at? I'll put you right here. Alright. Alright, so here's a look at them. That's my flashlight. Alright, so you got one here, you got one here, you got one down here. None of them have seen any power yet whatsoever. They're new. I just put them together, the cartridges and the motors. Where's the other one? Now, here's the other one right here. I still have to put this one together. They're all Q1s. They're all exactly the same with the hypercoil technology. All of them exactly the same. out. Has some styrofoam on it. There we go. So we've got two up here. We've got one down here, which I'll have to put together, and one there. This one I've been sitting in the styrofoam for so long. You can see how it's stuck to the back of the little surround right there. The little rubber gasket. So it's styrofoam that's stuck to it. But anyway, I do have some extra motors back there. This one over here, I'm going to use that for that's my actual quad motor over there. And there's two extra motors over there. One of them I'm going to use for the dual tube that's sitting there, and I'm going to probably sell it off to someone. And then yeah, then the other one I'll probably get another cartridge and sell it off to someone too. Yeah, there they go. So my original plan for these right here was I was going to run a single Mats Pro Audio 12K for all four, and that idea, it changed. That whole plan, it changed. And at another point, because they're quad 1 ohm drivers, I decided to go ahead with the pair of the Mats Pro Audio 4000.05 amps, to where I'd have two woofers on each amplifier. I'd present the amplifier with a half ohm load. So that idea went out the window. So now I'm planning on doing 4 5Ks. It's going to be 1 5K per woofer. I decided to go ahead and put everything in a simple, basic, flat wall, port down the middle. And I'm doing this to basically show the acoustics of my vehicle. There's more to it than just that. I want to show the numbers that can be done with 4 of these drivers and a flat wall on somewhere approximately between 12K and 16K-ish. Somewhere around in there. These amplifiers, they will have headroom. You know, they're 5K with a lot of headroom. So it will be one amplifier per woofer, per driver. When I'm done with that, when I'm done with this simple, basic flat wall, anyone can do it, easy to do, having some fun with it, you know, it's going to be sturdy, it's going to be bulletproof. But when I'm done with that, I'm going to smash out the front of the enclosure, I'm going to keep the shell, and I'm going to do 410s in a much different, very, very different type of enclosure. And these 410s, I think, are going to eat the wall for breakfast. I honestly think that I will push these woofers to their absolute limits in this wall. Absolutely, I'm going to push it as hard as I can. I'm thinking it should easily do 56, 57 plus. It should. I mean, there shouldn't be any problem with that. But yeah, I do know that these 410s I'm going to do are going to kill the 415s. And that's because of the way the enclosure is built. I'm not saying anything bad about the Memphis drivers. These things are monsters. I mean, I love them. Highly efficient woofer, very, very well built. Just an awesome driver, in my opinion, from my experience. So when I'm done with this flat wall, I'm going to pull the 415s out, and I'm going to do 410s. And that's what I'm really excited about that. And I'm also not going to need nearly as much amplifier power, so I'll end up selling off some of the amps as well. So that's been the update for now. Last thing I guess I'll probably add, I do have those juggernauts up there. Yeah, one there. Basket's out in the garage, and I have the other one over there. I do have to pull the soft parts out of that one because it's got my chemicals in it and everything. And I'm going to be getting rid of the baskets and motors to whoever wants them. I'll sell the pair for, I don't know, we'll say $200 plus shipping. So if someone's interested in them, they can get, you know, recones from PSI, or they can contact Mats Pro Audio. I do believe, but don't quote me, I think that the recones go for about $1.65 a piece. So, you know, someone out there can get a good set of drivers right here, man. An excellent set of drivers, actually. And recone for cheap, you know, have a cheap little setup, you know, inexpensive. So that's the update for now, fellas, man. A lot to come, a lot of work to do. All the future videos, the future 3 or 4 to come, are going to be just set to music. No rambling, no talking, none of that nonsense. It's just going to be music, lots of annotations, and straight work. So this is Ben for Buse of y'all, and I'm getting it done. Thanks for watching, y'all. Peace.